Okay, so now that you've completed your explore activity for the triangle angle sum theorem and your exterior angle sum theorem, let's go ahead and write it out. The sum of the measures of your angles of a triangle is equal to 180. So that means that angle A plus angle B plus angle C should all add up to 180 degrees. Your exterior angle theorem says that an exterior angle is formed by extending any one side of the triangle. An exterior angle is always equal to the sum of your two non-adjacent interior angles. So looking at your picture, the measure of angle 1 is equal to the measure of angle 2 plus the measure of angle 3. All right, those are your two theorems. We proved them using our explore activity. So let's look at a few examples. Number 1, it's asking for the measure of angle 1. Well, our angle sum theorem says that a triangle adds up to 180 degrees. So that means that the measure of angle 1 plus 24 degrees plus 37 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. So if you simplify it, the measure of angle 1 is plus 61 is equal to 180. If you subtract 61, you get that the measure of angle 1 is 119 degrees. That's your triangle sum theorem. If you look at example 2, you're looking at the exterior angle theorem. So that means that this exterior angle is equal to the sum of those two across from it. So the measure of angle 1 is equal to 76 degrees plus 52 degrees. So that means that the measure of angle 1 is equal to 128 degrees. The measure of angle 3. If you look, we're still looking at that exterior angle theorem. But now what's missing is one of the inside angles. So we would say measure of angle 1 plus 79 degrees is equal to 104 degrees. So if you subtract 79, you get that the measure of angle 1 is equal to 26 degrees. The whole problem is being able to set up an equation that you can solve. So I'm going to leave number 4 for you to do, but let's look at number 5. So if you look at number 5, this is one where you have multiple unknowns. So let's start with what looks like angle 1, because this is 90. You can write 90 in there. So for angle 1, it's a triangle. If we look at those 3 lines, that's a triangle. So that means that the measure of angle 1 plus 43 degrees plus 90 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. So if we solve that, we would get that the measure of angle 1 is equal to 47 degrees. So what I would do is I would put that in my triangle so that now you know that angle. There's probably multiple ways to solve it, but if you look, these two angles right there form a linear pair. If it's a linear pair, that means they add up to 180 degrees. So my equation would be that the measure of angle 2 plus 43 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. So if you solve that, the measure of angle 2 is equal to 137. So angle 2 is 137. So now what happens is we have 2 sides of another triangle. So we can say that the measure of angle 3 plus 137 plus 12 is equal to 180 degrees. If you simplify it, 137 plus 12 equals 149. So then if you solve that, 180 minus 149, that gets you the measure of angle 3 is equal to 31 degrees. So that's a couple examples. Do 4, 6, and 7 on your own, and then you can turn to the next page and start the next activity.